year, we are also happy we are all going to listen to the communique that we are going to send out. One person is going to present it to us, but this is what we have all collectively put down. So on this note, I am pleased to invite Dr. Simon Peter Kafui Aheto, who is the director of the 74th Annual New Year School and Conference. We have 3 directors, but he is the director going to do that. So please, with a round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Aheto to give us the communique.
Good evening to you all. Good evening to you all. So on your behalf, this is the communique that we are putting together. The 74th Annual New Year School and Conference focused on promoting and facilitating the preparedness and consolidation of the efforts by AfCFTA to engage key stakeholders such as industry, the private sector, academia, and government. The school opened on the 17th of January 2023 at the Great Hall by the Vice President, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baobia. The school continued from the 17th and is closing today on the 18th. There was also an exhibition that was running alongside the school. Tomorrow has been dedicated for the youth school. The conference stimulated discussions on the following. 1. How AfCFTA will contribute to the socioeconomic growth of Africa. 2. How to strengthen trade, industry, and commerce, leveraging on the presence of AfCFTA in the midst of global economic downturn. 3. The operationalization of economic integration of the African continent. 4. AfCFTA's strategies in resolving the challenges of multiple and overlapping memberships and expediting the regional and continental integration processes. 5. Government commitment and AfCFTA's expectations in creating a continent that is a hub for industrial development. After the deliberations, participants, all of us of the annual New Year School and Conference came out with the following recommendations, and there are 20 points. 1. The Ministry of Finance, through the Bank of Ghana, should develop differential interest rate structure for businesses under AfCFTA. For example, SMEs and businesses in the agricultural sector should have reduced interest rates for the financial institutions as compared to businesses in other sectors. 2. AfCFTA member states should accelerate the process of developing regional common currencies. The introduction of the regional common currency would ensure the smooth facilitation of trade among businesses in member countries. 3. The Ministry of Trade and Industry and the National AfCFTA Coordination Office, Ghana, should create business advisory centers at the metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies to assist micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises and large businesses to harness the benefits of AfCFTA. 5. The private sector and industries should be supported through trade financing to export their products. The government of Ghana should provide tax incentives to businesses in the private sector to increase production and export of made-in-Ghana goods. 6. Businesses in the private sector should be supported to adopt green manufacturing practices. Here, the government should prioritize the development of green skills and the promotion of green jobs among professionals and individuals in the private sector. 7. As part of the 4th industrial relation, educational institutions should develop their curricula as commodities to harness the opportunities of the open market afforded by AfCFTA. AfCFTA should engage with academia and industry leaders to develop apprenticeship and internship programs for the practical training of tertiary graduates. 9. AfCFTA should collaborate with educational institutions to promote research on trade in Africa, regional value chains, and market information. 10. There should be increased collaboration among member states on the sharing of information that borders on governance, peace, and security. This should include updates on laws and statutes that inform the implementation of trade within the AfCFTA framework by member states. 11. Border control measures should be harmonized and simplified across states and relevant national agencies. All stakeholders should be involved in the training of personnel for the deployment of these measures. 12. Member states should safeguard national security and address disputes that may arise in a swift, decisive, and transparent manner. The rule of law must be assured as a means of providing transparency and accountability by all African leaders. 13. Ghana and her sister countries should ratify the Freedom of Movement Protocol, as this is believed to have a direct impact on cross-border trade, production, and competitiveness. 14. AfCFTA should work closely with the various stakeholders in the telecommunication sector, including regulators in member countries, to ensure effective communication for trade facilitation. Also, active phone applications embedded with supplier and buyer information should be developed, as this will provide a database for planning and effective engagement with the AfCFTA ecosystem. In this, there should be a concerted effort by AfCFTA member countries to lower data charges to facilitate trade across the continent. 15. To make AfCFTA a safe and attractive space for trade within the region, the AfCFTA National Coordination Office, Ghana, should partner with financial and technological companies in the region to develop user-friendly and efficient payment systems. This can be achieved by harmonizing and leveraging on digital financial services interoperability to make payments inclusive. 16. The AfCFTA National Coordination Office, Ghana, should work with the National Communications Authority to invest in and build robust cybersecurity systems to ensure data protection and safeguard payment platforms used under AfCFTA. 17. The government and AfCFTA should work together to promote work of women entrepreneurs to improve intra-African trade through the creation of development banks and other special purpose financial facilities to enhance women's access to capital at low interest rates. 18. Institutions such as the Food and Drugs Authority and the Environmental Protection Authority should simplify their processes or digitalize their processes to reduce the time span for acquisition of licenses. The AfCFTA Secretariat is encouraged to go out to the communities to sensitize all partners. 19. To promote inclusivity and enhance access to trade information for women-led businesses, the National AfCFTA Coordination Office, in collaboration with the Information Services Department and the National Commission for Civic Education, NCCE, should hold direct engagements with business women at community levels for the purposes of creating awareness on AfCFTA trade areas, existing trade information, repositories, and business incubation centers to enable them to access the regional markets. 20. Last but not least, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration in collaboration with other ministries, and in particular ministries of trade and tourism, should consider creating a conducive environment to aid Ghanaians in the diaspora to identify local opportunities to invest in Ghana, especially in technology transfer, and other specialized skills in support of AfCFTA's agenda. On your behalf, this is our communique. Thank you.